Hello there.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, my fellow X-Filees? We are back with another reaction for this fantastic show at the moment. Season 4 has been absolutely cooking. We have been on an amazing 3-episode run, man, in the musings of a cigarette smoking man, Tunguska and Terma. It has been absolutely sensational. Hopefully we can continue that momentum going into episode 10 today. We're in the double figure range of season 4 of the X-Files. What is going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film shooter here from Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting a shot. And today, we are up to episode 10 of the X-Files season 4. This one is titled Paper Hearts. And this morning, I finally uploaded the musings of a cigarette smoking man reaction. And that has been so well received. And one of the comments was actually right, man. Like, only in the X-Files can you decide to focus on one of the side characters and, you know, create probably one of the best episodes, top 5 as you guys are saying, in the entire series. Like, the versatility of the X-Files is insane. It needs to be studied, man. Add that to the mix of, you know, the type of episodes you can get. You can get an episode focusing on a side character and make it as, you know, captivating as that episode was. It was absolutely sensational stuff, and overall just adds so much to the entire lore of the X-Files, man. That was an absolutely insane episode. And to follow up on that, you had Tunguska and Terma, which were absolutely fantastic as well. So yeah, it has been an absolutely hectic season thus far. We had a few downs at the beginning, but the highs have been super high, man. The highs have been super high. But nonetheless, we're here to get into this reaction. We're here to see what's in store for us in the adventures of Mulder and Scully. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun with this thing. And as always, baby, let's absolutely smash it. Let's go. It's actually been a minute at the time of recording this since I've watched the X-Files. It's been about 4 days now since I've watched another episode of the X-Files. See, we're starting with some, you know, Bolo. Ooh. I was about to say, we're starting with some playful music with these piano keys. I'm just like, hang on a sec. This could be a sniper laser for all we know. And knowing Mulder, of course he's gonna follow it. Mad Hat. I just want to say, who is projecting this laser and where from? Unless Mulder is seeing... No, okay, no. It led him to a dead body. With a love heart. That is a violation right there. Unless it is a ghost doing this type of stuff. Okay, it was a dream. It was a dream. Okay. It was Mulder himself. I was about to say, is this like a serial killer, you know, pointing Mulder towards his killer? Towards his kill, sorry? Trust Mulder to go out and check it out anyway. And leave his windshield down. Man... Come on, man. Why are you leaving the passenger window rolled down? It's the world of the X-Files, Mulder. So Mulder had a dream that a body of a young girl was potentially buried out here. Some psychic connection, and potentially might find it too. You know what would be an awesome transition here? To the crime scene.
Concentrate on this area over here, right there.
What's going on?
Greatness. Greatness. What can I say?
Not sure I can explain, Scully.
You called for a forensic excavation at 5 a.m. on a Sunday? What are you looking for?
Just give me a minute, Scully.
5 a.m. on a Sunday is crazy.
Mulder, what are you doing out here?
That reminded me of that home transition, man, with the crime scene. Ooh, we're in for a banger. We are in for a banger, man. Okay, is it me, or has, like, I always found Gillian Anderson to be extremely attractive in the X-Files, but, like, has she had a glow up this season? Like I said, she always looking hella tanned, and the makeup is on point. I don't know. The hair is on point. Like, I don't know. Like, season 4, she's just grown up miraculously. Like I said, I always found her to be attractive, but like, I think she's naturally beautiful, but
I've had. Need the chest exposed.
Yes, sir. It just takes a little time.
5 a.m. on a Sunday is insane. I mean,
Sir, let us do that.
You're saying you got all these details from your dream?
I know this MO. I know it from memory.
Whose MO?
John Lee Roach. Killed 13 8 to 10-year-old girls.
wait, why?
Next 14.
Why have I heard that? Have I heard that name
You're saying you got
before?
all these
Roach?
details from your
No.
dream?
I know this MO. I know
This
it
must
from
be a
memory.
current
Whose MO?
serial killer
John Lee
case.
Roach. Killed 13 8 to 10-year-old girls.
13 8 to 10-year-old girls. This must be one of the victims.
This makes 14.
So he's still at large.
It was a difficult case. He was extremely hard to catch.
Oh, so they did catch him. Okay.
1990, 10 victims have been. Turns out Roach was a vacuum cleaner salesman. His job took him all over the Northeast. He'd be in someone's home demonstrating his vacuum cleaner, all the while he'd be checking out their kids. He'd choose a victim and then come back for her months later.
Hey,
What
the
was your
X-Files doesn't
complaint?
shy away from these topics, man, or these themes.
What about the trophies he took, the cloth hearts?
We never found them, but we didn't need them to make the case. I mean, we had him cold on 13 counts of murder. He admitted to 13. The polygraph said he was telling the truth, but that always bugged me about this case. I always wanted to find those hearts and count them, see if they really added up to 13.
If nothing else, I think I can at least help explain your dream.
Unless he came back for the
I don't
14th
think
movie
you
in the
ever stopped
franchise.
Thinking about this case, I believe that you may have solved it in your sleep.
So you think that I've somehow had this information about a 14th victim all the time and I've been processing it unconsciously?
You said it yourself once. You said that a dream is an answer to a question we haven't learned how to ask. You did good work, Mulder. Let's identify this girl so we can put her to rest.
Written by Vince Gilligan. Identify her, give her family some closure. Bro, the aura of this episode is insane already, man. The atmosphere. Ooh, chilling. Serial killer stuff, man. Because it's so real, it's so human, it
I
happens.
believe her name is Addie Sparks. I think the match is right, Mulder. The height is right. The description of the sleeper is right.
That would mean Roach started way before we thought he did.
Mulder, we're gonna have to verify this. Are you up for that?
So this is his first victim, technically.
How many more people like me are you going to visit today?
Sir?
Were there other victims you didn't know about?
That's what I was saying before. I was thinking that, what if she wasn't the first? Who knows how long it dates back to when he started? If it is Roach in general. Holy moly, these...
Roach drove a white El Camino. I saw it in my dream, Scully.
What are you saying that means?
Cloth hearts he collected, he wouldn't want to keep them close to him. For a traveling salesman, that means inside the car, right?
Maybe. You're saying the hearts might still be in his car?
Well, he doesn't have them in prison. His cell is searched regularly. His mail is examined. The car was sold at auction in 1992, put beyond his reach. It's worth a look, Scully. We gotta find those hearts in order to count them.
Don't you think the car might have been searched at least once already?
Not by me.
Here it is. I've been, detailing it. Dropped the bed shell and did the decals, stuff like that.
Thank you.
Honest to God, serial killer owned my car? For real?
Bro, put the fire paintings on it and all. The fire decor. Hot Wheels, baby. It's cool that we're sort of like basically reversing a serial killer case here in terms of like, we know he's already been captured.
Helping in detail.
Surely they'd cover the cost to fix the leather seats.
Something's wrong here, Scully.
Maybe it's underneath.
I love how invested Scully is too. And how serious she seems to be taking this.
Scully, the camper shell. The kid said he took the camper shell off.
Was in the Mad Hat. Sort of rewinding a serial killer case here. We know he's already been captured. And I'm guessing we'll be paying him a visit this episode.
Mad Hat. Mad Hatter.
There are the hearts. Good as new as well.
9, 10.
Any sparks? 15.
16.
16.
There's still 2 more.
2 more victims.
And we're paying him a visit. We got a case to finish up, man. Retracing the steps of a serial killer. I love this episode. And maybe this is what the serial killer's been waiting for. He's been waiting for this day. For someone to confront him about the other 3 killings. Bro's casually shooting hoops in solitary confinement.
Mulder, long time no see. Got a new partner.
Agent Scully.
So what's up?
Found Addie Sparks, John.
Congratulations, I guess.
We also found your cloth hearts. All 16 of them.
16 victims, John.
He's so casual about
How
it.
come you said there were only 13?
I don't know.
You're in here for life. You've got nothing to lose.
I got nothing to gain.
Well, you can gain 1 moment of decency in your life. You can finally let those families put their daughters to rest.
I understand you take this very personally, Mulder. How about this? Sink one from there and I'll tell you.
That is insane. I think everybody wants to be like Mike. If you've watched Bad Boys, you know. If you've watched Bad Boys, you know. I think if this is the serial killer guy, I think what makes it like what's tripping me out here, how laid back he is, like about talking about the case. I don't know if that makes it scarier, like talking about the young girls and victims he's killed. Like I think that's what makes it scarier, how chilled and laid back and confident he seems. And I don't know if laissez-faire is the right word to use, but like I said, how laid back he is about the situation. You probably expect like a cold, gloomy, like X-Files type lighting entrance for the serial killer, him alone in this cell, or like, him alone in the interrogation room. No, what we get is an introduction of, a brightly lit day with him shooting hoops in the court, in prison. And he's so casually talking about it.
Trust a child molester?
Look,
You bring my hearts and get them back to me? I'll tell you everything you want to know. Coming out.
He wants his trophies back, this predator, bro. Uh-oh, another dream, another Mulder dream. I love how creative is that? How they've established Mulder's dreaming here with the red laser, the red dot here. What a clever way. And you have sort of like the Alice in Wonderland type music playing as well. Very adventurous. And how he's interacting with possibly the victims here. This is probably the 15th victim. Fox, it's your move. Oh no, it's his sister. Sorry, Samantha, my bad. I'll take that back.
Do we have to watch this, Fox? Mom and Dad said I could watch the movie, but lunch.
There, next door at the Galbrands. They left me in charge.
This is back to the abduction, right?
No.
When they were next door. Yeah.
You have to run.
Frozen. Oh, it's a serial killer. Salesman. Yeah, mate. This is just... Yeah, he can't fall for these type of events here. Nah. He wasn't the one that took his sister, surely. That's his worst fear, that his sister's one of the victims. Well, that's what he's fearing at the moment. But you've seen the clones with your sister, bro. Don't believe that. Don't fall for it. It is the type of introduction I expected for the serial killer. And he comes into the interrogation room here. And Mulder lays the Batman on his ass. But nah. Vince Gilligan special, man. It's going to be a game this episode. It's going to be a game. Mulder was the first, or like one of the first to be brought in to interrogate this man and see.
Yesterday you said something about me taking it personally. Why did you say that to me? Where were you in 1973?
The whole year?
November. 27th of November. Do you know what I'm getting at?
I swear, if the twist
I was
here.
selling vacuum cleaners in 1973. I made a sales trip to Martha's Vineyard that year and sold a vacuum cleaner to your dad. You bought it for your mom?
So he was eyeing out Samantha.
It was a Electrovac Dutch Vineyard that year. And
because they did say at the beginning of the episode he would sell vacuums or he would sell stuff to the people and he'd eye out his victims and come back like months later.
I sold a vacuum
But maybe
cleaner
he
to
was
your
going
dad.
to come for Samantha, but she was abducted.
For your mom? I believe it was a Electrovac Duchess or the Princess model. And
He knows every detail, this
Dad
guy.
talked about it at great length. He had a really hard time choosing.
What do you know about my sister?
He was at his doorsteps, this serial killer, man. It was in his house.
You bring me my hearts, and maybe I'll tell you more. This man hit me.
I didn't see it.
This guy looks like Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion, sorry. Yeah, there's gonna be mental warfare this episode between these two, man.
You heard him in there. He knew something. He mentioned being on Martha's Vineyard.
Is it a state secret that you lived in Martha's Vineyard?
Well, how would he find out about that?
Through the prison library, the inmates have access to computers and the internet.
Maybe he's
checked.
toying with him.
Roach logged on just yesterday.
Looking for what?
The server records don't show, but on the net, Mulder, he can find out practically anything about you. Look, he is playing with you, Mulder. He is committing emotional blackmail, and you are letting him. You walked into that room with your heart on your sleeve. He saw vulnerability, and he took advantage of it.
Those times were crazy, man.
You had a dream,
And find
a
about.
nightmare, and you had it because of all the emotions that this case is stirring up for you. But
I think Scully's right here for
it
the
was
Samantha
nothing but
one.
a dream.
My last dream came true. Scully, do you believe that my sister Samantha was abducted by aliens?
There's a
Have
big
you ever
question to
believed her?
ask. There's a big question to ask.
So what do you think happened to her?
What are you saying you believe now?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what to believe. I just know I have to find out now.
How do you explain Mulder being frozen and the flash of lights? Or how he recalls what happened? See, part of the things, X-Files really, has taken that line at the end of Humbug. Some mysteries are left best are sometimes best left unsolved. And we've seen it play out in a couple episodes. I mean, you've had it this season as well. With the guy getting away with it in episode 6, I believe, Sanguinari, the body horror episode with the surgeries and stuff like that, the satanic one. And this one here could be another case of that, in my opinion, where, maybe they find the 15th victim, but don't find the 16th. Or maybe this whole episode, Mulder and Scully are in search of the 15th and 16th victims, but we never find out who they are. And maybe we can tie it in later on in the series to this episode again. You saw in Tombs made 2 appearances. Why not this serial killer? Why not an episode later down in the series, that ties back into this one, and one of the victims is tied back to Roach here, or both of them. And what if we never find out who the 15th and 16th heart this episode is? And that's part of the X-Files, man. It's gut-wrenching. It's cruel. They don't hold back in this show. Like, that could be the case. You know, we want to
In the
find out who these
basement.
15th and 16th victims are.
Sorry.
We want the closure. We want this case to be closed with Mulder and Scully, but...
Sorry. How you feeling?
Good, Fox. I'm fine. Honey, what are you doing down here in the middle of the night?
And it's plaguing him, man, because he's trying to tie it back to Samantha. That might cloud his judgment this episode.
Do they seem familiar to you?
Familiar how?
Just familiar. Have you seen them before?
Fox, I don't know what you want me to say. You know my memory isn't as good as it used to be ever since I had the stroke. I'm just done away.
Mom, why do you smell like cigarettes?
Dad never bought you a vacuum cleaner, did he?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, she
I don't
remembers
use
that.
it anymore.
Where is it?
Well, it's here under the stairs in the storage.
Damn, she still kept it 20 years later?
What is going on?
20-something years later? He's gonna look at the model of the vacuum. Why that vacuum looking like...
I've been denied further access to John Lee Roach. I'm told that order comes down from you.
Could you tell me why you saw fit to strike a prisoner in federal custody? Agent Scully didn't report that to me, Mulder. Though she should have. The whole thing was videotaped as per prison policy. I saw it. You're lucky I don't have your ass in a sling.
8K.
You've gotten too close to this, Mulder. You've let this man get to you.
I have reason to believe he can tell us what happened to my sister Samantha.
It is looking possible, sir. John Lee Roach apparently spent most of 1973 in Boston. He did take one sales trip up to Martha's Vineyard in October of that year. Timing is right.
I need to know. I just need to speak to him one more time, sir.
This just makes it even less of a good idea, Mulder.
Sir, the fact remains that we still have 2 more victims that we need to find and identify. And no one has more insight into Roach than Agent Mulder, and this is still Agent Mulder's case.
You tread very lightly.
It's a dangerous...
You see that he does.
It's a very dangerous case to tread very lightly. Round 2. For this episode.
I'm not talking to you if you're going to hit me again.
He sounds very childish. Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows.
No.
Perfect facial
You don't get to
mannerisms
touch
right
it.
there.
I stay in the back.
He's proud of what he's done. This guy is insane, bro. You see it.
Well,
The micro expressions right there were crazy. See, that's his toying with him. He's toying with him.
Prove it.
You and your sister were sitting in front of it,
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not.
playing a board game with little red and blue plastic pieces.
Ah, bro, this guy's
You
got
know, and you wanted
photographic
to
memory,
watch
man.
A TV show.
Videographic memory.
The one with Bill Bixby. What the heck was the name of that thing?
How could you know what I said?
I was watching.
Unless he has insights to his
The window.
dreams.
I was very careful.
If that's true, tell me where my sister is.
I mean, if there's the body, that's the
Pick her
problem.
out.
What?
You choose the one that was your sister, and I'll tell you where she is. Come on, it's a 50-50 chance.
Tread lightly.
Either way, I'm giving you a victim.
That's great. Either way, I'm giving you a victim. He's come to terms with what he's
That
done.
one. You sure you want that one?
He knows he has a one-way ticket to hell. Premium economy to hell as well. Maybe first class or business. Probably one of those. Mad Hat. Oh my. This episode is so good, bro. Mad Hat was almost like his signature for the kills, like his signature mark. Uh-oh. What would even be more gut-wrenching is if this is not Samantha and the 16th potentially is, but we never find out. But doesn't he not remember what the alien bounty hunter said to him in season 2? When Scully was taken? He said, your sister's safe, your sister's fine, right? Didn't he say that? But I guess the emotions, yeah, Mulder ain't thinking like that this episode, I guess. But then again, the alien bounty hunter could have been lying and told Mulder what he wanted to hear in that moment. And by saying she's safe, he's referencing like one of the clones, potentially.
It's not her, Scully.
Okay. I take that back.
Am I right?
She's not a match. It's not her.
This is a fantastic episode, man.
There's somebody, though.
It is still somebody. And her family needs answers. Her family wants closure.
You know, like I said, it was a 50-50 chance.
Tell us the name of that girl.
You know how... You know, obviously, Mulder's very emotional this episode, and you can see why and how he's invested in this case. You know, case is not closed, obviously involves Samantha. But what I love this episode as well, and you've seen it in a couple of the shots that cut to Gillian Anderson, that cut to Scully. You can tell how vexed she is this episode when Mulder was talking to Roach. You can see, despite like maybe not having a personal connection to this case, she's still taking it personal. You know, if it affects Mulder, it affects me in a way. But like obviously it's 16 innocent girls that were murdered as well. Like this is a serial killer she's confronting. And I love her facial expressions, man. Her mannerisms are fantastic. She is vexed, bro. She is absolutely disgusted being in the presence of this man.
That was Karen Ann Filiponte. She lived in a green rancher in East Amherst, New York. Mint grew outside her window. I stood outside her window atop sprigs of mint.
Look how proud he is in saying that, and he's
It
smiling.
smelled wonderful.
What year?
He's
July 1974.
He knows
I had her
everything.
mother on the hook for a Letrovac Argosy.
He's
But the last minute she said thanks, but no thanks.
He's got special abilities, this guy. If only he used them elsewhere, maybe to better the world in terms of ruining lives.
I mean, more than that, I can't wait to see your face.
You're gonna see the inside of your cell instead. You're gonna rot there.
Don't fall into it. Don't fall into it, Mulder. This guy has had nothing his entire life.
You okay?
You know,
Mulder, the last thing we should do is give this man his way on this.
exactly.
If we do, he could string us along forever.
He's been relishing this moment forever, I feel like.
Appreciate that.
He's been relishing for Mulder to
There has
return,
be
or
no
someone
way
to
come the
return
truth.
with the other bodies, or like with another body, so with the 14th, so he can play these mind games. Look, bro. Oh, And even Scully, like, obviously she's trying to keep a level head on Mulder this episode, but even she's struggling. She's frustrated.
Special Agent Fox Mulder with the FBI. Badge number JTT0471011111. I need a removal order for a federal prisoner.
Removal order. Bro, you got a convicted serial killer
Can I use the lavatory?
of 16 innocent girls. How long has he removed him for? 1 or 2 days? I swear, if he doesn't get back in custody, I'm gonna be pissed.
Excuse me.
First play?
Yeah. She's really excited.
No.
You having fun? What's your name?
Mulder. Send him. Send him forward. Send this predator forward.
Sir, I have a clear idea of where he might have gone, and I am sure that I can catch up with him.
I'll be the one to catch up with him. Where's he at?
Skinner style.
And I would hope that you'd appreciate the uniqueness of this situation and its effect on Agent Mulder.
I fully understand the effect it has on him, Agent Scully. As I recall, that was the sum and total of my last words to you on the subject. You let me down. Let's clean up this mess before it gets completely out of hand.
Tread lightly, he said, man. Come on, man. Releasing the guy ain't treading lightly. This is the most personal I've seen Mulder take something. This is like even
Your dad bought the vacuum.
more personal than the alien stuff. Like,
You ready? Go. November 27th, 1973. I watched the house for hours. I parked across the way out over there. So just casing, I wasn't planning for this to be the night. But then all of a sudden your parents leave and I figure
Where'd they go?
He knows, man. He knows.
House next door.
But what if it's just a
Like penile,
coincidence
whatever.
that he was
Whatever
there,
people did back then.
he was planning to take Samantha that night, and then the abduction happened?
So after they're gone, I get out of my car and I move closer. I'm about ready. So I move to the junction box. I cut the power, and the lights go off. And then I moved around to the front door, and I was ready to kick the door in.
And then he
It was
froze?
unlocked. I came in the front door, and you tried to get to your father's gun. I give you credit for that, but then you sort of froze, and then I took your sister away from all this to a happier place.
That's exactly how it happened. Right here in this room.
This is the wrong house. This is the wrong house.
Wrong house.
Yeah!
My father bought this house after he and my mother divorced. This house is in West Tisbury. The house that Samantha was abducted from is in Chilmark.
Abducted
6
from?
miles from here. You screwed up. You were never here. You didn't take Samantha.
Wishful thinking.
No, but I think I know what happened. Somehow you got inside my dreams.
That's what I was thinking.
I profiled you. I got inside your head. Maybe you got inside mine. Maybe some nexus or connection was formed between us. And through that, you got access to my memories of my sister Samantha.
He modified the
And
dreams
you
somehow.
used them against me for this.
You're just resisting me.
And you're in the wrong house, you stupid son of a bitch.
Oh,
You were never here, you liar.
It's geography, man. It's geography. It was 23 years ago. That was geography we're talking
No.
about.
He's crumbling here. He's crumbling because of how smart he sounded throughout the entire episode. It's geography, man. It was 23 years ago. This guy has remembered every minuscule detail, bro. I'm glad Mulder played him with this, and I think it's true with Samantha, but I still don't think we're going to get to the 16th victim. I think that's going to be left unsolved, unfortunately. But even still, this episode is a sucker punch, and like I guessed it before in a way. What if this guy modified Mulder's dream in a way? The first one was real. He led Mulder to it. There's some sort of connection between them two, some psychic connection somehow because of Mulder working on the case before, and he's decided to do it now. He led him to the 14th body, and he's like, "Hang on a sec, let's confuse the crap out of him even more. Let's send him on an emotional spiral, and let's alter these dreams, and plant me into it during Samantha's abduction. So everything comes crumbling down, and he makes a mistake."
You remember all the other details so vividly.
Exactly. I just said that.
It's because you watched it through my eyes.
The ultimate game of chess.
My dreams.
Is it checkmate yet, or just check?
I hear things about you, Mulder. I heard you go after aliens. Sounds like your world will be okay as long as you can believe in like flying saucers.
Yo, why was that sound effect crazy?
I'm telling you the God's honest truth.
Bro, nailed it.
I can see you're not as open-minded as you think you are.
Bro, with what you have done.
You must have been one hell of a salesman, Roach.
Yeah, he was a salesman. He's
First
pitching.
flight's at 6 a.m. Enjoy your last few hours of freedom. Come on.
I swear, if this guy gets away, I'm a flip. But yeah. He was selling Mulder a fantasy, and he wasn't buying it. He wasn't convinced of the sale. You know what? Even with I think this episode has been sound in the way it's shot. Some of the lighting, brilliant. Another dream. Another dream. Oh, it's the Cadillac again. No, wait. He's toying with him again. The red laser, he's dreaming. There we go. No, man. No. No.
Mulder, open the door.
No.
You let Roche go?
I must have done it in my sleep. I had another dream.
How do you explain yourself, Agent Mulder?
Yeah, Mulder.
You don't. A predator is loose because of you. God
Yeah,
only knows how many
exactly.
hours lead he's got. Any idea where he might be headed?
6 miles from here.
Where?
Where's your phone?
Yeah, I was.
Small child on the plane.
Oh, no way he's gonna go for the small child.
Yeah, please put me through to your supervisor.
Mulder, what child?
This is Special Agent Fox Mulder with the FBI. I'd like a passenger manifest for flight 1650 from
That's a
Washington
sick
National to
addiction,
Boston
bro.
at 8:50 p.m. last night. My badge number is JTT.
Yep. He used his. Yep. He used his.
Agent Mulder just called 10 minutes ago. They gave
Yep.
me the same information.
Used his information. He used Mulder's identity to get that information.
He told me he was with the. He was about 6'5" or something.
Yeah, this Roche brother, he really
He
tall.
said his name was Mulder. He had a badge. He said he was official. Oh my God, what have I done?
I sent a unit over to pick up the girl's mother. She's on my way down.
Okay.
What am I gonna tell her? It's all my fault.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. Sorry, Scully, you were right. He was playing me the whole time.
Far out,
I
man.
don't think he took Samantha.
Well, that really matters now, does it?
What do you got?
Roach's old address in the area. Revere, 9809 Alice Road, apartment number
He's
6.
there.
How do you know?
Alice in Wonderland. He's the Mad Hatter. That's where
The
he got
Mad Hatter.
the idea in the first place.
Put a bullet in this guy, man. You shouldn't be lucky enough to see the inside of a prison again. Are they abandoned like caravans? Oh, train carts. Oh my gosh, 731. And getting too personal with Mulder. That's his kryptonite. And Roach got to him. Roach got to him this episode, man. Time's ticking, man. Every moment you waste. Oh, old buses, sorry, my bad. Are they? Yeah.
I'm beginning to believe we do share that nexus you spoke of.
This brother tall, man. This
always
slender
seem
man
to
looking
find-
ass tall.
You okay, Caitlin? Good. My name is Fox. I'm going to take you home.
I have your gun, Fox.
Caitlin, can you do me a favor? Can you count to 20? Can you do that? Will you close your eyes and count to 20 out loud? Quietly and slowly.
1,
2.
2, 3.
You're not giving me very much choice. I really don't want to go back to prison.
Put the gun down, Roche!
You have one left. How are you going to find her without me? How sure are you it's not Samantha?
Nah, he's playing those games again.
How do you know?
Yeah, he popped that basketball head of his, man. Crazy. Crazy. That Vince, what were you doing with that? I don't know if it was directed by Vince, but what is that transition, bro? That's a violation, that dissolve into the big Megamind head. Yeah, this episode, literally, my hands, I don't know if you can see, my hands are like red from this episode because I've just been holding him tight this entire time watching it. I've just been like locked in the entire episode. That's how I feel watching this episode of The X-Files, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, we know Samantha's out there, but then again, this episode, you know, planted that seed of doubt not only in Mulder's head but in the viewers as well, because of how accurate he was, or like I said, how accurate he was describing everything to the minute detail. Great episode of The X-Files, man. The guy who played the serial killer, absolutely fantastic, and Mulder just popping his head open in front of Caitlin as well. Sometimes
the dye
you
analysis determined that the fabric of the last heart was manufactured between 1969 and 1974. But beyond that, there's nothing more they can tell us. Mulder, it's not Samantha. And whoever that little girl really is.
We're not gonna have that closure. We'll find her.
I don't know.
So we're never gonna really find out who the
But I do
16th
know
victim
you.
is.
Why don't you go on home and get some sleep?
There was some mini foreshadowing this episode as well. How many times has Scully said that? Laugh. Sometimes all you can do is laugh. Laugh it off. Great episode of The X-Files, man. This might... See, David Duchovny nailing it in the emotions this episode, the facial expressions as well. Much better than the facial expressions in The Field Where I Left You, or that episode. Remember the extreme close-up shots? It felt like he was trying too hard and they lingered on for too long with them. I hope we revisit this case in the whatever's left of this series. We have to, man. We have to. But you know what? It would be so much of a gut punch if we don't. We never find out who the 16th victim was. But it'd be a cool callback. But then again, you don't have Roche to go back to in terms of like to interrogate him again. Maybe you can tie it back. Maybe you can have a little segment to it. And maybe this ties back in. It fits the description of Roche's MO and everything. But yeah, that was a chilling episode. That was a fantastic episode of The X-Files, ladies and gentlemen. That was great stuff. Peak television. The last 4 episodes have been crazy. If I was to rank them, you know what? I think I'd put this over the 2 mythology eps we just got in Tunguska and Terma. This and Musings of a Cigarette Smoking Man are close. I'd put Musings of a Cigarette Smoking Man probably first, and then this a close second, and then the other 2. But don't get me wrong, they've all been bangers, but this one was special, man. This one was great. Again, you as the viewer, I feel like you get involved in the mind games with Roche and Mulder as well. Everything, and you start doubting yourself. You start doubting the events in the series. Wait, hang on a sec. The bounty hunter said this. The Samantha clones this. And for a second, because of how believable he sounds, because of how, like I said, accurately he was describing everything, you start to doubt all the events that played out before. But a perfect episode to focus on a serial killer and somehow tie it into Mulder's story as well with Samantha. And obviously this serial killer was special. He had some other special abilities, or like he said, the nexus. Him and Mulder had that connection, and it was an unfinished connection. As we found out this episode, only 13 bodies were discovered before, and Mulder was led to the 14th. And what a unique way, to have Mulder dream this episode with the red laser, and obviously the red words forming on the screen, and as well, like I said, the Alice in Wonderland type adventurous music. You had Mulder go on, even though he was discovering the bodies of dead innocent girls. It was just fantastic. It was such a creative way to film those dream sequences, and I wanted more of them. But we got 3 of them this episode, but I almost wanted more. They were fantastically well shot, and I think the fact that you realize that as well was that Roche was altering or somehow playing with the dreams was the 3rd dream, because the first 2 dreams he led him with the laser pointer, and Mulder was following that, and he didn't decide to reveal that until he had escaped. In the 3rd dream, he didn't reveal that until Mulder had decided to release him and handcuff himself. I don't know why he didn't kill Mulder right there, but yeah, that's not his MO. He only goes for little children because he's a freaking sick predator. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, subverting your expectations with the introduction of Roche too, just him shooting hoops in the prison court, bright sunny day. And he was so, chill and laid back about, what he had done, the way he was talking. It wasn't this like sinister introduction to a serial killer. It wasn't like a Silence of the Lambs, Anthony Hopkins type serial killer. No. I think that's what made it much more scarier, is how, and chilling, is how laid back and confident he was about it as well. And didn't even try to hide it. First moment on the plane, bang, Caitlin targeted. I'm taking your identification, Mulder. Bro, that's evil. That's evil. That's pure evil on Earth, man. What a fantastic episode of The X-Files, man. And you know what? As well, you had that mini foreshadowing earlier on in the episode when Mulder and Scully confronted the father of the little girl. In terms of like, he asked them about the job, and they say, yeah, you know, like I can't remember what they said. I actually need to go back to the episode. He said something along the lines of,
I'd come and put a quarter in this pocket. So
you are here.
You're saying the the man that did this is already in prison?
Yes, sir, and he won't get out.
You do this full time, telling people
You do this full
this
time,
kind of news?
telling people this
No,
kind of
sir,
news.
not
Not full time.
Not a good job.
And Mulder says it's not a good job. And I feel like that was mini foreshadowing this episode. You know, it is not a good job in terms of like what we experienced this episode, what Mulder and Scully had to go through, what the families had to go through, the decisions they have to make on the job as well. You know, by taking the life of, you know, Roche to save that little girl. But then again, that's a very traumatic experience for the girl too. Like you have to make those decisions, you know, to take another person's life. You know, it's not a good job, and that was foreshadowed, and we saw that play out throughout the entire episode. This was probably one of the worst few days on the job Mulder and Scully have had. Fantastic stuff, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Elie Moses, take care. God bless. Peace.